let's go ahead and finish and launch this flying pizza. You son of a bitch, Dino. You put a bug in my game right before I launched it? Are you goddamn fucking kidding me? You know how much I'd beat the shit out of him? I'd smack him in the face. Character progression. Great. Suck my fucking cock. Oh, shit. We should do character progression. I think that'd be really awesome for our gameplay. But how much are we going to be focusing on gameplay? How many games do we do that really require some badass gameplay? When we could get open world, better dialogues, we can go really RPG heavy with this bitch. Maybe we shouldn't. Maybe we should do like simulations. Well, if we're going to do some awesome simulations, we're going to need some joysticks. Avian Ape Rumble. Oh shit, it's not looking good for Avian Ape Rumble. A 7? That's enjoyable. I mean, that's not bad for a game about gorillas and ostriches. Oh my god, a 9 from Informed Gamer. He is really into monkeys and birds. Oh my god. So apparently, okay, so level design is very important. It's good to know. Okay, let's see. What else can we get research in here? Do we got a new topic that we could use that I'd really like? Oh, come on. We gotta make the game within the game. Let's do this. We'll do some game dev. Alright, good for you, Ninvento, you son of a cock. We're gonna research... Mamma Jamma. What do we want to do here? There's a lot we could do. Making casual games wouldn't be a bad idea. Publishing for marketing wouldn't be a bad idea. Just having medium games unlocked wouldn't be a bad idea because we could take some publishing deals. But that always kind of, you know, turns around and bites you in the asshole. Let's check out our topics. Post-apocalyptic, yes please. Alright, I think our next game might be post-apocalyptic. That sounds pretty awesome. Maybe we're not going to go for, oh my god, we don't have mouse support? Are you fucking serious? We've gone this long without mouse support? Oh, shit. Yeah, we're definitely going to get the mouse. Okay. So maybe we're not going to go heavy on simulations. I feel like we should do a post-apocalyptic game. Should it be an RPG? I mean, Fallout's an RPG. That was post-apocalyptic. That was awesome. Action would be also very, very awesome. Avian Ape Rumble, kind of bombing at the box office there. Oh, I know it's not a box office. There's no reason to write angry comments. Oh, post-apocalyptic. Yep, let's do, a strategy game may not be bad. I mean, that's kind of what Fallout is, but it's kind of an RPG. It's an RPG strategy. Let's do action. We'll do that, and we'll see how it goes. We're gonna call this... Oh man, what would we call this? What is our vision for the post-apocalypse? I feel like when the apocalypse happens, because they were shunned after the company went bankrupt and no one continued to make them, the Twinkies got really angry. They grew arms and legs and started killing everyone with their creamy deliciousness. So you die in a pillowy filled thing of heaven. So if we have rampaging Twinkies, I know what we're gonna call it. We're gonna call it, hold on, we're gonna call it, Twinkie and the Bane. No, it's gotta be a spinoff of Twinkie and the Brain, or Pinky and the Brain. I don't even know if that's how you spell Twinkie. Am I retarded? I must be. Twinkie and the Pain, because, oh, I wish I could fit in the Pain train. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna launch this bitch on the Oasis. We're gonna do it for everyone, because there's nothing more terrifying than rampaging Twinkies that want to destroy you. We're gonna do 2D graphics, and then after this, I think we're gonna go ahead and build our new game engine. I think it's gonna pay off huge. So gameplay, an engine. You know what? We're going to go silly on this. I don't feel like the engine is that important. The engine is pretty damn important in an action game. What am I talking about? So I think this one's going to be where we need it. We don't need linear story. Let's try to focus more on the gameplay and the engine here. Go ahead and get that going. Is anyone going to work on this? Anyone going to work on this at all? I mean, come on. Seriously, guys. Everyone just sat around touching their own dicks. The level design was hugely important. How many action games had awesome artificial intelligence? Not many. Let's go ahead and just drop that down. We got the better AI in. Let's see how this goes. Let's try it out. Let's spin it around. Do something a little different here. That looked okay. The first one, I think we fucked up in the first one, because that one just looked like a pile of shit. Just a complete pile of shit. Just a total waste of time. The world design, let's say fuck the world design. Let's go for graphics and sound and see what happens. Avian Ape Rumble is now off the market. Generated 415,000 in sales. That's not bad. It could be worse. It could be much worse. This Twinkie and the Pain looks like it is gonna bomb, and it's gonna be Twinkie and the giant pile of shit. You have a knack for security, Dino? Yeah, sure. I want to see if this actually changes anything. Let's invest. I didn't see anything change. Do you guys see anything change? I feel like something should have changed. Alright, the media's abuzz, because we got the super... Oh yeah, the PlayStation. That's right. Oh, Nintendo. You could have been allies with the PlayStation, and things would have been so different. The Sega might still be around. Sega might still be making consoles. You know how different the industry would be if they would never have broken apart from Sony making this PlayStation? I don't even know what would be going on. I feel like Sega may still be making consoles in that situation. I wonder how history would have changed. I'm reminiscing because Dreamcast was like my favorite console ever. I loved my Dreamcast so much. It was just ridiculous how much I loved that console. If you want to read this, you can. I apologize, I'm not reading. I probably should be. Basically what it says is they decided that Nintendo and Sony are going to work together to make a console, which really happened. It's going to be the first disc-based console that ever came out. However, Nintendo would have to hand over too much control of the platform creation to Sony, which Sony wanted, and Nintendo said, fuck you in your ass. So when Nintendo told them to go fuck themselves, they're like, you know what, we're going to fuck you. And then they released the PlayStation, and now you can see the position they're in, where most people don't even know what the fuck the Wii U is. And it's basically going to be a first-party platform if it continues on like this. Let's see here. Although they should be sitting on quite a bit of money from the Wii, so they should be fine for now. But I don't really want to see Nintendo go the way of making games like Sega, because Sega used to make such amazing games, and ever since they lost their own console, I don't feel like their games have been quite as good. They've had some good hits. Don't get me wrong, Sega's published some awesome games. But their in-house games, like, I don't know. I just don't know. Let's see here. We can get AI companions, which wouldn't be bad. Alright, Twinkie and the Pain. Twinkie and the Pain, pain. You. 7? Okay. I don't want to overreact. Shows potential informed gamer, you piece of asshole. 6. Okay. Twinkie and the giant flying turd from hell. Thank you, all games. Thank you. That was very kind of you. 6.75 overall is not bad for this. Let's see, we're going to go ahead and send Rena on a vacation, because I don't feel like she's really pulling for our team. We've released nothing but turds. She must be programming some kind of turdivision into our games, and that's the only explanation I can come up with. Rena really needs to pull her shit together. So let's go ahead, and we could get character progression and go hardcore and some gameplay. I kind of want to do that. We could make some pretty badass strategy games with gameplay. Let's go ahead and research gameplay. TES is going to be taken off the market in 2 months, which is a shame because I made some good money on the TES. That's where I made my fortunes. But you know, it is what it is. Twinkie and the Pain just horribly bombing. Not even paying for our rent. Picked up a little bit in week 4. Someone said it was awesome, and then other people went out and bought it and were pissed, and the sales are just plummeting after this. So let's go ahead and develop a custom engine. It's going to be called the Fart Buster, because you know, who you're gonna call Fartbusters. I mean, when you shit your pants, that's really the only thing to go to. We're gonna get mouse joystick support. We're gonna get character progression, level editor. I feel like we're adding a lot of stuff in. It's gonna work out real well. We're gonna make some 3D games, which are gonna bust some farts out of some asses. So I think we're gonna be good with that. Let's go ahead and make a $350,000 engine. Good lord, that is expensive. All right, guys, we gotta work on this hardcore. The TES is no longer supported. I made $3.6 million. I gotta tell you, if I made $3.6 million, I think that would be enough for me and my family to live off of for a very, very, very long time. I would be tempted to retire. Maybe not entirely. I might start doing like some indie games instead of bigger games. That way I could still keep, you know, my design going, but I could actually not have to worry about my family's future and pay for my kids' college. So probably the way to go with it. It sold 41,000 units, generating 293 in sales, which is a horrible pile of donkey hoo. So we're going to have this awesome Fartbuster engine, and it is just going to rip some assholes. I should have called it the Asshole Ripper for how many assholes it's going to rip open. Let's go ahead and send you on vacation, you little piece of crap. Let's train. Let's train. I feel like we need some more game design going on. Because we have these people who are so tech-heavy. 73 at 326. That's going to be awesome for when I make... oh my goodness. Excuse me. That's going to be awesome for when I'm making other things. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Simulations and shit like that. And I really need someone for the technical side of it. I feel like we should train you. I feel like you're a pile of horse shit. So let's go ahead and do... Oh, I don't want to train him. I want to fire his ass when we get another big hit. But can we get another big hit without him being trained? It's tough to say. It's really tough to say. Let's go ahead and let's develop a new game on our custom engine. We might have to do some publishing deals first. We need some word of mouth out there. We need to get some marketing going on. I feel like that's really going to help us. For our topic, we're going to do, I think I just did a post-apocalyptic game, but people were pretty into it. It showed potential. Let's go a different direction. Let's do a strategy game. We're going to do a strategy game. We're going to toss it on the PC. Everyone loves PC strategies. It's not really true, but that's fine. We're going to use the Fartbuster engine, and it's going to be called the, you know what? It's going to be what our game engine was going to be called. It's going to be called the Ass Ripper 2000. Oh, it's going to be mature. Oh, yeah, it's going to be mature. The Ass Ripper 2000 on the Fartbuster engine. Let's get some 3D graphics version 1 going on in here. Now, for a strategy game, I don't feel like stories are super important. They're really not. The gameplay, however, is key. So you know what? If you want to play it on a goddamn joystick, that's fine. Engine is somewhat important, but nothing anywhere near the gameplay. So let's go ahead and do that. Because, I mean, you know, you need a good background to what you're doing. You need a good number crunching system for your strategy games. So that way it runs pretty reliably. 7 and 8, not a great start. The beginning area seems to be our weak point. Let's see. Level design is not going to be the most important thing, I feel like. I feel like artificial intelligence is going to be the most important thing. Level design is going to be fairly important in a strategy game. I don't want to say it like about that much. Because, I mean, in any strategy game that you can think of, like real-time strategies especially, you got to have good level design. If you don't have good level design, the game is broken. You can't play it. But artificial intelligence is very important in this day and age. Maybe level design is even more important than artificial intelligence. It's hard to say. We're going to go ahead and go for level design, because if it's like a turn-based strategy game, level design becomes less prominent, but it does still play a factor. So we're going to try it this way. Now, for my strategy game, I don't feel like the world really needs to pull you in for a strategy game. Graphics got to be bomb-ass graphics. Sound's got to be pretty good, too. You want some awesome battle noises, but I feel like graphics in a strategy game, you just want to look at something that's pretty the whole time. So we're going to go ahead and drop that back down to there, and we're just going to fucking go for it. We're just going to go for it. It's going to be our Hail Mary pass, Ass Ripper 2000. It's going to rip asses, or it's going to be retired until we can make sequels, in which case I'm going to make a shitload of it, because I want to. I can, so. 25, oh come on, you son of a bitch. Why couldn't that have been a technology point? Why? Alright, is everyone done polishing off this turd? No new records, a new combo, not a great combo. This is gonna flop. This is gonna flop hard.